What's up guys, Anubhav here. Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we are talking about what's on my Android, specifically what's on my OnePlus 8, because I've been using this device as my daily driver for a couple of weeks now, and I knew you guys would be into a video where I go over the main apps and the home screen setup that I currently have set on this phone. With that said, if this video does sound interesting, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and without any further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, jumping right into the video, the phone that I'm using is obviously the new OnePlus 8. Now I've been using this for a couple of weeks now, and the variant that I have is the 12GB of RAM and the 256GB of ROM variant. Now I will be posting a review of this phone along with a separate camera review, so be sure you subscribe to the channel for that. And as far as this device is concerned, I really enjoy using it. The 90Hz Fluid AMOLED display is really good. It's a little big for me coming from the Samsung Galaxy S10, but the performance is absolutely amazing and the charging speeds are great as well. Now to know more, obviously stick around for the whole review. Now that we're done with this, let's move on to my home screen. Alright guys, so this is my very simple and minimal home screen setup. As you guys can see, I mainly have 3 screens and the third screen is relatively empty, so you could say I just have 2 screens. Now first things first is obviously the wallpaper. The wallpaper that I'm using comes from an application called AMOLED Walls. It will be linked below. It's this really nice wallpaper which basically has a disintegrating triangle and it looks really nice. Now as far as the icons as well as the widget is concerned, the widget that I'm using comes from a KWGT pack called Saturn for KWGT, and it's the widget number 21 in case you guys want to know the exact one. And obviously I've got a lot of videos lined up on how to use KWGT in case you guys didn't know. And as far as the launcher is concerned, I'm obviously using Nova Launcher, and if you guys are a follower of this channel, you know that we've been using Nova Launcher since probably the beginning of time. And a lot of people have a lot of questions about how I have around 8 icons at the bottom of my home screen. Well, the answer is that I have removed the dock, and these are just icons that I have dragged from the app door into the main screen. Now moving on to the second home screen page, I've got another KWGT widget here, which basically is a video widget that shows the video that I was watching, which is obviously an MKBHD video trying to grab some inspiration and whatnot. And we also have a widget called Stuff widget, which basically lets me write down all of the tools and tasks that I need to do. Now let's go over all the applications that I have on the main page of my home screen. And first up, we obviously have Instagram. I'm very active on Instagram. You guys can follow me there at _AnubhavRoy_. Next up, we obviously have YouTube, where I watch videos and upload videos for you guys. Once we're done with YouTube, we have Twitter, and Twitter is again another social media network that I am pretty active on nowadays. You can again follow me there, links in the description. Next up, we've got Spotify. I usually use this to talk about how I have a podcast and also listen to other people's podcasts and a lot of music. This is not my main music application of choice, so be sure to watch the video till the end to find out about that. Next, we obviously have the Play Store, self-explanatory. So is WhatsApp, which is extremely self-explanatory. Then we've got an app for Gmail for me to cycle through my Google accounts and also answer emails on my phone. And last but definitely not the least, we have Google Chrome, where I browse the internet like anybody else. Alright, now that we're done with the major applications on my home screen, let's go over to the app drawer. Now on the app drawer, I'm not going to go through every single application, just applications that I think are worth mentioning. So the first one is obviously going to be AMOLED Walls, and this is the wallpaper app from which today's wallpaper is from. This application also has a huge collection of really nice dark AMOLED wallpapers that I really enjoy, and I keep circling back to this app no matter which phone I use, so be sure to check this one out. The next app that we are going to be talking about is called Endel, and essentially this is an application that lets you listen to a lot of calming and relaxing lo-fi beats as well as atmospheric scores for you to essentially focus. It's really nice. Then we have Filmic Pro, which is one of my most favorite applications of all time. It's essentially a camera replacement application and lets you do a lot of stuff when it comes to recording manual video with your phone. So if you're serious about this, be sure to check this application out. In fact, I also have a video on it demonstrating exactly what it is that this application allows you to do. Click on the card above if you want to know more about that. Now, once we're done with that, I obviously we have a few other applications. One of them is obviously Adobe Photoshop Lightroom. This is the application where I mostly edit most of my pictures that you guys see on Instagram, as well as the photos that I upload as my thumbnail. So most of that work is done here. Then we have an application which goes by the name of Minty Free, which is essentially an icon pack, and it's also the same icon pack that I'm using in today's video. So in case you guys want to get these icons, be sure to check it out. Then we obviously have podcasts and all of that, and it's just generic applications. Next up, we have something called AccuWeather, which is my weather application of choice right now. And of course, then we have the normal YouTube applications. And last but definitely not the least, another wallpaper app called Walnut, which has a lot of other cool abstract wallpapers. So if this is again something that you guys are into, be sure to check it out. And again, as far as my music app of choice is concerned, I am a huge fan of YouTube Music in its entirety, especially because of their curated playlists and how they create playlists depending upon the songs that you have liked on your own. And this is just a great way for me to find out new songs as well as listen to the songs that I already love. And last but not the least, we have YouTube Studio, which is obviously a business perspective of thing which lets you like look after all your analytics and all of that. And while we're talking about YouTube videos and creating and business and all of that, I think it's a great way to segue into the sponsors for today's video, which is Designs.ai. Now, Designs.ai is an incredible AI-powered software and tool that you guys can use to essentially build your logo as well as, create video editing and create normal clips based on AI. It has a lot of different tools that lets you not only pick the sort of design that you want, but also find out the logo that would best represent your business. It is super simple and the workflow is extremely easy. Anybody could do it. You simply enter your company's name that you want to create a logo of. Once you're done with that, you select a category, whether it's going to be an icon, a name, or an initial. Then you select the industry that you're talking about or that your brand is about, and then you add your slogan, and essentially that is pretty much it. Once you're done with all of that, you'll be presented with a plethora of different designs and logos that you might end up liking. And once you've selected all of that, you end up picking a color scheme, and once you select all of the different settings including the logos that you like, Designs.ai does its AI magic and comes up with an incredible list of different sorts of logos that can best represent your business, whether it is a physical business or it is an Instagram page or a YouTube channel or anything of that sort. I think it's the coolest way and probably the easiest way to find out new logos and create your own logos without having to pay a whole lot to designers to design them. And the best part is you also have a lot of control once the logo has been created, so you can truly customize it and make it your own. The application, as I said, also has a very similar video maker tool, which essentially creates a video for you using stock footage as well as voiceovers. All you have to do is either enter a bunch of clips and give your video a title, or type and paste your script onto the page. Now, there are a couple of prerequisites here that it cannot be more than 1500 words or 10 sentences. But once you're done with that, again, you have to select your category, select the type of aspect ratio, your color scheme, the kind of background music that you want to go with it, and also the kind of voiceover that you want, whether it's male, female, which sort of geographical location they come from. And once you're done with all of that, again, the software again does its magic and creates a video which is again 100% customizable after it has been created, along with closed captions on it and a bunch of stock footage to stitch it all together. And honestly, for an AI application, for something that does it simply based on the info that you feed it on, I think this is an incredible app to go for. And I think this is an incredible service that if you're looking for logo making or video making services, should definitely check out. And once again, a huge shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. And well guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. If you guys do end up liking it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, and do check out Designs.ai if you want to create a logo or a video using that service, because hey, sponsorships help pay the rent, and rent is something that we should pay regularly apparently. Anyhow, if this video interests you, be sure to drop a like, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. This is Anubhav signing out. You guys have a great day. Peace out.